It always happens quietly. One day she's all over you. The calls, the long texts, the playful voice notes, the little jokes, the warmth, the energy, the excitement, and then suddenly, something shifts. She's still there, but she's not there. Her texts get shorter. Her replies get slower. Her voice gets flatter. Her eyes don't light up the same way. She's in the same room, yet emotionally she feels miles away. And you're standing there confused, wondering what you did wrong, wondering what changed, wondering why she suddenly seems like she's slipping through your fingers. Here's the truth that hurts more than the breakup itself. By the time you noticed she was gone, she had already left weeks ago. Women don't leave when they walk out the door. They leave long before that, in silence, in shifts, in small moments you thought were nothing. And if you've ever felt that sudden collapse, that moment where her interest died like a light switch, then don't look away. Stay here, because this is where men finally learn what nobody else teaches them. Hit subscribe. If you've ever felt her fading long before she actually left, this is your video. Every man thinks the same thing after a breakup. How did she move on this fast? How is she already talking to someone? How is she already posting selfies again? Already going out, already glowing like nothing happened? It feels personal. It feels disrespectful. It feels like betrayal. But here's the psychological truth. She didn't move on fast. You just didn't notice her moving on slowly. Women detach in steps, not explosions. She withdraws emotionally weeks before you notice. She stops investing while you're still trying to plan the next date. She stops imagining a future while you're still replaying the past. She starts grieving while you're still celebrating the relationship. So by the time she physically pulls away, by the time she makes that final decision, by the time she finally breaks the news, she's already processed the loss. You're not experiencing the breakup at the same time she is. She experienced it first. You're experiencing the delayed impact. That's why it feels unfair. That's why it feels confusing. That's why it feels like she replaced you overnight. She didn't. She just had a head start. This is the part men don't want to hear. Women don't pull away into emptiness. They pull away into something. Maybe it's another man. Maybe it's attention. Maybe it's validation. Maybe it's a fantasy of what if. Maybe it's the version of herself she lost while being with you. But there is always something. Women rarely shut off their emotional engine. They just redirect it to someone who feels easier or newer or safer or more exciting or less emotionally demanding. You weren't replaced because you weren't good enough. You were replaced because her emotional investment shifted. And here's the painful truth. The moment she found a new place to put her energy, your relationship expired. Not because that new guy is better. Not because he's stronger, richer, wiser. Not because you failed, but because she was no longer choosing you. Men always think women want honesty, commitment, emotional openness. And yes, the right woman does. But the wrong woman, she wants the attention, the fantasy, the chase, the feeling of being wanted without the responsibility of showing up. So when you gave her everything she claimed she wanted, your consistency, your clarity, your heart, the illusion ended. You became real, and real requires effort. She liked wanting you more than she liked having you. She loved the version of herself she was while chasing you, not the version she became once the chase ended. This is why your sincerity didn't bring her closer. It exposed her unreadiness. Your love didn't scare her. Her inability to reciprocate did. There's a version of you she created in her mind. The mystery, the tension, the question mark. The emotional distance that made her work harder. The unpredictability that made her imagine instead of expect. But eventually, she met the real you. And if she wasn't ready for that depth, that stability, that emotional reality, the fantasy dissolved. Not because you disappointed her, but because the fantasy was never sustainable. In her mind, you were an idea. In reality, you were a man. And a man requires responsibility, not imagination. Here's where it gets dark. Many women don't leave when they're unhappy. They leave when they find a replacement. Some wait until their emotional landing pad is secured. They wait until they have someone else feeding their ego, someone else replying faster, someone else giving attention, someone else making them feel wanted again. So the moment you started to feel something was wrong, the moment you sensed the coldness, the moment her words didn't match her energy, she wasn't deciding whether to leave, she was deciding when. And your kindness, your vulnerability, your efforts to fix things. She wasn't moved by it. She was already gone. Men think breakups are decisions. They're not. They're announcements. You think she replaced you with someone better? No. She replaced you with someone easier, someone who didn't require emotional maturity, someone who didn't mirror her flaws, someone who didn't expose her inconsistencies, someone she didn't have to grow for. People don't upgrade overnight. They escape overnight. Her replacement wasn't a choice of value. It was a choice of comfort. And that should tell you everything. If this is hitting deeper than you expected, subscribe, because we're only getting started. This is the part men never realize. You didn't get left behind. You simply outgrew her. A man who wants depth will always lose the woman who wants escape. A man who wants connection will always lose the woman who wants distraction. A man who wants truth will always lose the woman who survives on fantasy. She didn't replace you with a better man. She replaced you because she couldn't become a better woman. She didn't leave because you were too much. She left because she was too little. And her fast replacement? That's not your failure. That's her reveal. If a woman can replace you instantly, she was never building a future with you. She was borrowing your presence until something distracted her. Your job isn't to chase her. Your job isn't to win her back. Your job isn't to prove your worth to a woman who couldn't even hold hers. Your job is simple. Become the man whose replacement phase is his comeback era. A woman who's right for you won't leave when you love her. She'll love you harder. A woman who's right for you won't drift into someone else's arms. She'll choose you even when life gets heavy. And the woman who replaces you quickly, let her go. Fast replacements come with fast regrets. If you're ready to break the cycle and become the man she can't walk away from, subscribe. The next video will change your life.